Guys, it's Kim the Crafty Nomad, and I'm back. I was thinking this thing was going to do a bit of a countdown, but it did not bother to do a countdown. There's something stuck on this seat. Anyway, this is Kim the Crafty Nomad, and I just wanted to pop on really quickly to show you guys some of the things I've been working on, things that I have finished, and also yeah, I think, and then like just one acquisition. Now I will say that there will be a AliExpress haul video that will likely come out before this one. So I only am showing one thing that I just acquired, but there will be things that'll be acquired on that video as well. So let's get started. You know what? I forgot to bring, I think, one thing. So hold on one second. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Alright, guys. I just wanted to bring out a couple books that I forgot. I wanted to talk about some upcoming and that kind of thing. So anyway, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining me. You can find me on Instagram as at Kim the Crafty Nomad. I do have a Facebook group for this podcast, and I will link that in the description box below. In addition, what else? In addition, let's see, I have an Etsy shop, which hopefully by the end of this month will be updated with some bags. And I may go and get those and show you what I have made so far. And then, let's see, what else do we have? I think that's everything. I have a Facebook group I told you about. My email will be in the description box below. And I've told you about Etsy. I can be found on Ravelry as Pettis Kim Knits, and I will put that down below as well. And yeah, I think it's time to get started. So I've been working on a lot of things. The biggest actually not the biggest, but the whip that I have focused on, as that's still a whip, is my Bernie Sanders. Now, let me figure out what is the name of this pattern, because there's a couple Bernie Sanders patterns out there. This one is called Bernie Sittin' with Handmade Mittens, and it is by the designer Allison Hoffman, and she is at Crafty is Cool on Instagram, and she has a website called craftyiscool.com. So let's see if you see, that's the Bernie pattern that I am working on. And I don't know if there's any pics so you can see how big this Bernie is, but you'll be able to see it when I show it. So let me show you where I am. I'm using, for the skin tone, I used a color, I think it's called either peachy or blush. I can't remember, but it is a Hirschner's Worsted 8. For the skin tone, I used a Red Heart Super Saver and Mushroom for the sweater. And I've used Red Heart Classic for the shoes in a brown tone. And then this smoky gray color is also Red Heart Super Saver. And I think it's just a charcoal gray. But here's where I'm at on my Bernie. So you can see he's going to be a decent size. He's not going to be huge. But I have his legs so far, his body, and one arm is being worked on as we speak. So it's interesting because you do actually you make the hands and then you make the mittens separately. The mittens probably going to be the hardest part because they are so tiny. And I have been using a small hook and making tiny stitches today. So I think I'm going to be giving my hands a break for the rest of the day for crochet, just so that I won't hurt them. But you'll see what I mean by that when I show you some of the things that I made. My favorite part are his shoes. I love how she has you do the shoes and the pants. I just love it. And I wanted to also bring out, this is a paid for pattern again by Allison Hoffman, but I wanted to bring this out. I showed it on my live, and this book was published in 2013. It is called AmiguruMe, Make Cute Crochet People, and it is by Allison Hoffman. She is the designer behind the Bernie sitting with handmade mittens and pattern, as well as the best. I always say it. I know I'm like a broken record. She made the absolute best Yoda pattern out there, the baby Yoda pattern, Rogu. And I do have that, and I do plan to get into making that as well. So I just wanted to share that book. Also wanted to mention, I talked about it on the live on Friday, but the girl who created the Bernie that went viral in the TikTok, the Toby Time TikTok. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. The one that went viral. Oh, sorry. The one that went viral that everybody made. Every time I do that, every time I try to go to something like TikTok, as much as I keep turning down the sound, TikTok comes on with the sound, which kind of makes me mad. So I'm sorry about that. But anyway, Toby Time is the TikTok that went viral for the Bernie. She actually, when you read her story, she learned from Allison Hoffman. She learned from this very book that I am sharing with you right here. So it all kind of goes back to Allison Hoffman anyway. So there is another pattern that I think I purchased. It's the Pocket Bernie, which I haven't made. I wasn't going to make this guy, and I know I'm late to the party. So the person who asked me to make it, I made no promises. But that was months ago. She may not even want Bernie anymore. But I'm going to finish him. I actually am kind of really digging the way this pattern is coming, the way that Allison Hoffman does things. And so I'm going to finish Bernie. So anyway, that is it. That's the only whip I'm going to show you, because I've been working on small things and they have been completed. But here's one. So I'm going to move on to finishes right away. But this is not a small finish, guys. I want to introduce to every one of you guys Miss Monet. Look at her. She is all done. Can you see her? I absolutely love her. She is a bunny from a book that I forgot to bring over here as well, called I think it's called Mabel Bunny and Company is the name of the book. And these patterns are all they're all supposed to be done with chunky yarn. So what I did was I held two strands together of the Craft Smart jacquard yarn in the colorway Purple Flowers, and this is what I got. And because these colors, now in my camera, the way I'm seeing it, it's coming out very like bluish gray, but she is for sure green and lavender and purples, and it is just gorgeous. Reminds me of this painting by Claude Monet called Lavender Fields or something like that. And so that's why I named her Monet. And everything, her eyes are embroidered, everything is embroidered, no safety eyes. She just came out so beautiful. I love every part of this pattern. And here's a really favorite part. Look at her tail. Look at her cotton tail. So super cute. So I was just so incredibly excited about finishing this one. She came out in the pattern book. These patterns come out at about 27.5 inches. Because I didn't use a super bulky yarn, she actually came out at about 19 inches. And what I did was, if you look at her, if I can kind of bring her up, the way she's made is the head is made from front to back. And so when you are attaching the head down here, this is all sewn up and this was left open. So I had to sew around the opening, and they always tell you to make sure that you stuff the neck area to support the head. Well, if I shake her a little bit, you can see it's going to make the camera crazy, but her head is not wobbly at all. Unlike the dog, the Enzo that I recently made, this head is not wobbly. Reason why And I could have done the Enzo the exact same way if I had thought of it. Let me show you what I did. If I can grab, I'm gonna try to find what I used. Okay, I think I found it. Sorry if I look a little crazy there, but here's what I did. Now her head is completely sewn closed, so I just stuck this through the stitches. I stuck one of these through the stitches and then stuck it all the way down into the body, into the stuffing, and then I just jammed a bunch more stuffing up in there to really make it solid. And really, honestly, this is just a dowel from, you get them in a pack from Michael's, and I find they are the perfect size. And yeah, she's completely not wobbly, and I love that. So I'm gonna do that every time I do one of these heads, because you make the body so small up to for the neck area, and usually the head is fairly big, and it's really hard for the to get it to just hold solid. So that's what I did. So anyway, that's Miss Monet, guys. I love her. Can you tell I'm excited about her? So I'm just gonna put her back over here and let her sit here and hang out. I love that her tail allows her to kind of sit. And then everything else is just a bunch of hair ties and hair accessories that I've been working on to donate to Rose from Rose Likes Crochet. So the first set of things I want to show you guys are these scrunchies. Is that all of them? So all of this is made from the retro stripe red heart yarn, and I just decided that I wanted to bead the scrunchie, and I have a box of pony beads that I had bought to do. I wanted to do this crochet. I forgot whose channel that I saw that they made these crochet bags, like drawstring bags, but they were beaded, and I wanted to give that a try. But I never did that, but I just got inspired when I was making the scrunchies to try and bead them. And so I looked up and I saw that HD Handmade Designs had actually done like a tutorial for a Barbie. She did a tutorial for a Barbie scrunchie for a Barbie doll, and but other than hers, I didn't see a whole lot of videos that use the pony beads. And so, and they just look like candy, and I picked out the colors that coordinated with the yarn, and I just absolutely love how this came out. And so this is just done with one layer, and this was done on one of the thicker hair ties that I crocheted around. And this one was a thinner thinner hair tie that I crocheted around, but I did 2 layers on this one. This is completely my own thing here. Because I don't like to do beaded crochet where you have to kind of guesstimate how many beads you're going to need, so you string them on. I didn't do that. I actually crocheted these as I crocheted the beads on as I went. So I just had to choose the right size needle that would go through the bead, and then figure out how to do the bead in order to make it sit correctly. So I love how that came out. So that's doubled up on my fingers on that one. Love how this one came out. I loved how this one came out too. Here's this one doubled up on my finger, so you can see it's just 2 different sizes. This is one single layer, and I love how it came out. And then after I did that, I was like, ooh, I had already started another one of these crocheted headbands, and I initially was just going to crochet over the blank and then crochet some flowers and put it on this one. But then after I finished with these beaded ones, I decided to give this technique a try, to where I added beads all around it, and I think that made for a really pretty, really cute, simple headband that I think would be fun for any little girl to wear, or a big girl who really likes bright colors. Alright, so that is all from the same ball of retro stripe yarn that I used to make something else that I forgot to bring over here because I don't think I showed these on my last. So I will pause in a minute after I show you all the hair accessories that I made and go get one more thing that I finished. Then I had, after I made the kitty cat lovey that I showed you guys last time, I still had yarn left over from that ball of yarn. So I was really trying to use up the whole thing. So I managed to pull out 3 more scrunchies. And these are super soft, ultra soft. And I love them. I love those. So those are 3 more. And then I did a couple of hair ties with, you know, um, the flower, and there's the ponytail holder on the back. And here's another one with a little button, apple button in the middle, ponytail holder on the back. And you just take this and put this around the ponytail, and that'll be showing on there. So did that. That was super fun to make. So I got those done. And then you saw those. This is actually a whip. It's not finished. It's just one that was simply covered in crochet. I'm planning to add flowers to that, and so that's a whip that I should show you. But these last couple finishes would be this one and this one. So this one actually, I believe, was the first one that I did with the beading, and I'm super proud of that. Really like it. Really like how it came out. And very cute, very simple. And this is actually made from the last part of the yarn that I used for Monet. So I still have some of this left, so I'll probably be making more. But in the meantime, that one, and then I just put all the same color bead around that one. And then this one, I love how this came out. This was like labor. These things look easy, but because of the amount of stitches that are on there, it takes a long time to make one of these. But this one was using the ice cream yarn in the colorway birthday cake that I used for the baby shower gift that I showed you guys last time. And I think I showed you, right? And I think I at least popped in pictures of it because it was already gone probably by the time I got on. But I just used all white beads on that one, and these turned out really cute. I'm very satisfied with it. All of these are for my donation for wings, and I think I just need to finish the one other headband. And then this will be ready to mail out. And now that I've shown them to you, I surely can mail them out. I think the only thing I need to do is finish this one. And I'll be done with that. And I will send that donation off to Rose over at Rose Likes Crochet. Now I'm going to pause you for a second and go get one more thing that I finished that I don't think I showed. And if I did, I'm sorry, but I'm going to show it here now. Hold on. Alright guys, so I had these all packaged up because I'm going to make these a whole set of these for several different holidays, and I don't want them to get dirty, but I took them out of the crinkly paper before I hit start, before I press record. So these are my gnome towel toppers, and I don't believe... Did I show you guys these? I'm sorry if I did. I know I showed you the St. Patrick's Day one, but this is the Easter theme one with the Easter themed towel from the dollar store, which completely comes off because it's just on that ring. And so I made 2 of those. I used the retro stripe yarn. Again, this is the same ball of yarn that all of this came from. This all came from the same hank of yarn. Yeah, I'm sure you can see it very clearly now. So I still got a little bit left, so I may do one more headband with it. Probably not gonna bead it, but that is my other finish that I don't think I've shown on this particular show. On the live for sure, but not on this show, I don't think. Alright, so that's that. Now, I brought over some bags, just real quick, that I've been making. And you've seen some, and they may look familiar, but I got a couple more made. I'll just whip through them right quick. Won't even open them up. So, I've got two of these, one of each of these, but there will be two of each of these for sure. And yeah, so that's what I've gotten so far on that. So that is it for the makes, I think. I'm going to move on and talk about upcoming. Now, you guys know I've been participating in the Attack of the Amigurumi with Stephanie from Stephanie's Yarn Escape. Every month, a new theme of Amigurumi is announced, and for this month, for April, is birds and bees. So I think that my choice, and I'm going to start this, I think tonight, is, I don't know, I need to kind of rest my hands, but I may just give it a little bit of a start. I'm going to do this peacock because he's so cute. So this is from Zumigurumi 5. I have all of these Zumigurumis, and in fact, I gotta check because I pre-ordered the next one, so I need to check and see if it even shipped yet. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys. This is Leopold the peacock, and I did a good picture without showing the. Well, this is the best picture. It's Leopold the peacock, and he made the cover. So that's the one that I'm going to make. I don't know what yarn they use. I don't know what yarn they use for these, but I think I have the perfect colors from Red Heart Yarn. Let me just see. What do they use? They don't say what they use. Maybe they do somewhere, but they use cerulean blue, navy blue, avocado green, and yellow, and a little bit of off-white. I bet you I got all of that. We'll see. Something close enough. So that's what I'm doing. That's what's coming up. Then the only acquisition that I wanted to share with you guys is, if you can believe it or not, Chris doesn't sew, but she enabled me in a chat on this ice cream sandwich fabric. So you'll see some bags out of that. And then somebody on a whole nother board enabled me on these Quilted Bear crochet hooks. I just had to get them. And they look like very similar to polymer clay, but this is actually a very soft touch to these handles. So let me see if I can take at least one of them out. When I got this, I was disappointed though, because when I got it, it was completely like all jacked up. The way that they shipped it, they didn't ship it in a way that would keep them all where they're supposed to be. But I'll just bring out a couple of them so you can see those. And it feels it's not it feels almost rubbery. And so I just thought they were pretty. I did not need them, but I liked them. So, and they had them on Amazon Prime when I got them. I will, if they still have them, I will link them so that you guys, if you want to get them, you can get them. I just thought they were pretty. So that's it. I think that's it. I think that's all I was going to share with you guys. Like I said, I do have a AliExpress haul that you will be interested in, and you would have probably seen that before you see this. So that's already, I think, even ready to go. So I may release that shortly, and then this one will come out later. But anyway, I wanted to do this real quick today because tomorrow is my big day at the dentist, and I'm not sure how soon after that I will feel like recording anything. So I just wanted to do this really quick and show you guys some of the things that I've been working on, some of the things I've finished, and some of the things that I just recently acquired. Anyway, guys, I think that's going to be it. That's going to be all for this episode of the Crafty Nomad podcast. Be on the lookout for more from me. Hopefully, as I begin to heal from the dental stuff, I will be ready to get back on the camera. Chris and I still need to draw a winner for the Hat Not Hate Make Along on her page, as well as the It's a Wrap Make Along. I'm sorry, guys, the holdup is me, not Chris. I just am not ready to get on camera, so we're trying to see if I'll be ready in the next few days. And if not, if I find that I'm not, she'll go ahead and do it without me, but we wanted to do it together. So anyway, guys, we will see you in the next video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, and thank you for your patience.